Hey everyone, River Willow here. Marry me and blessed be. God, it's been a minute since I've done a video. Um, Very terrible with my upload schedule, clearly. I don't upload often. So I apologize to anyone who's actually subscribed to me and watches my videos. It's life. So, if you've read my video title, which obviously you did because you clicked on the video, I'm going to just briefly demonstrate how I dress my candles for just a quick spell. Like if I don't want to put a ton of effort into something and just want I just want to light a candle and let the candle set my intention for me, this is how I'm going to go about it. So I don't even cast my circle to do this. I have a candle over here burning. I'm not turning my phone to show you that because that's a lot of work and I don't know if I can do it without messing up my video again. So I have a candle burning, and that is going to fill my space with light and positivity without casting a full circle, because I don't feel like I really need a full circle in this circumstance. Next, I have a little rune here from my very basic rune set. I have one that I hand painted somewhere, and I don't know where it is. So this is what I'm stuck with, which is fine. It's a rune. A rune's a rune to me. I'm probably going to butcher the name of this. I'm pretty sure this is called Fihu. Probably butchered because I'm pretty sure it's German and I don't think that's pronunciation in German. It's either German or Swedish. Either way, probably not how you pronounce it. Anyway, so this is the rune for cattle. And when the runes were invented, cattle was a very big deal. Having a lot of cattle meant you had a lot of value. You had something of worth and of value, and it puts you at a higher place in your local society, tribe, village, whatever it was, because you had a lot of something, and back then that was food, and that was a very important thing. So this is value and worth, and that's kind of what I'm trying to bring in. I'm trying to draw in financial success with this candle, and so I'm using that. Next, you need your candle. I'm using just this is a Hanukkah candle actually, which honestly, I would definitely recommend using these over chime candles unless you want a very specific color or the vibe of these just don't work with you for whatever reason. Maybe because they are from another religion, or they don't burn long enough for you, or they burn too slow for you, whatever your reason. But I like these because they're cheap, so always a good affordable option, because you don't need to go and spend $100 to cast a spell. There's no point for that. So, cheap Hanukkah candles. This is actually upside down. I think these are oh, it says so. It says right here. This was $1.49 or 36 cents. I'm not really sure which one of these is actually the price. So it was somewhere between 36 cents and $1.50, which either way is not bad. You get 44 candles in here. You get a variety of colors. So there's whites, blues, yellows, orange, reds. That's about all. There's no greens or anything, which is kind of sad for the purpose of what I'm trying to do here anyway. So I pulled out a white because white is very basic. Doesn't really have a lot of gist of its own other than it's impressionable and easy to work with. Next, you're going to want an oil of some sort. I'm using a essential oil. I'm using rosemary, which is or at least for me, it's a very successful kind of herb. If I had the actual herb, I'd probably use that as well. But it reminds me a lot of success. It's also really good with memory and brain power. And when you're looking at stuff like financial success, you also want to be at the top of your game mentally to be able to work with that. So we're using rosemary essential oil. If you're using an essential oil, though, be careful because some can burn. And you're putting this on your hands, by the way. So just have that as a caution. You can also use infused oils, oil blends, anything like that. Any kind of oil. You can also use extracts and tinctures if there's a specific magical extract or tincture you want to use. I have one I could have used, but I felt the rosemary oil was kind of my jam right now. So that's what we're using. So we're taking our little candle, our rosemary oil. This is just the easiest way to send energy and intent out. That was way too much. You only need a couple drops of whatever oil you're using, especially if your candle is as small as this one. Because this is a very small candle. Like, this is just like a little bit bigger than my index finger. So that oil is just like all over my hand now. And we're just going to like just do this. And while we're doing this, we're thinking about what the intention is. So my intention is to draw a little bit more wealth, a little bit more money into my life, make me a little more successful in like what I do to bring money, anything else I could potentially do in the future while this intention is out in the universe. And the rubbing it between your hands is really good because your hands, when you rub them together, create a lot of vibration. And scientifically, this is called friction, by the way. If there's any sciencey people who like to come on my videos and disprove what I'm talking about. Scientifically, this is called friction, which is a buildup of energy by compressing the atoms of your hand. So, I do know science, so anyone who's telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, you can go and think that. These are my videos. If you don't like them, you can move on. I don't care. Honestly, I don't even know if anyone watches my videos anymore, so it doesn't matter. So that is it. If you have like an herb you want to use, you want to take your candle while it still has some oil on it. This, because it's an essential oil, this dries down very quickly. So I probably couldn't do this. But if it was like a little bit of like almond oil or jojoba oil or something like that, you could take a little bit of herb, set it down on whatever your surface is, whether it be your altar, your counter, desk, whatever you're using, and just rub it through like a powder of the herb. Or if it's like lavender flower or something, just rub it through that and it'll stick to the oil. And you want to burn it before the oil is completely gone, because otherwise the herbs will fall off, obviously. But be careful with some oils because they are highly flammable. So that is it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Blessed be, and may we meet again. Love you guys.